12 of the National Football League. And the spotlight is on Justin Herbert. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Raiders and the Hawks, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 23.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle.
Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Seattle Seahawks.
Brandon Gaudin here alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Seahawks in this matchup. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run what they run no matter what. I like this style of offense. It suits them well.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they're led out by their quarterback from Newport Beach, State in California, played at USC. It's Matt Barkley.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And not the start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Barkley looking to throw.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And got his man complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
Now Barkley. And he finds Tyler Croft.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here's Barkley.
Screen play set up for Williams.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
Throwing is Barkley.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Here's Barkley to throw.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Rosas' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead.
I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to, when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But this opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave them 3 points.
So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field.
Leading them out, it's the third-year man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
It hasn't taken Herbert long to earn the status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. He's locked and loaded on every snap, and the second he sees an opening, the ball's soaring downfield. You've got to be on your A game at all times against him. The second you slip up, he's liable to burn you.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. 7 yards there and a first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Able to find Waller. That's complete. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another first down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence. He doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game. And who's to say that it won't happen the way he's throwing it right now?
Well, I'm not quite sure how he got away from that first tackler, but he won't even be able to get it back to the line of scrimmage there as the defense rallies behind him.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. On the draw, here's Sanders. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line. They'll hold everything because Darren Waller, the tight end, appears to be injured on that play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards and 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And this is off the left upright, and it comes back, it's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So he had a chance to get him on the board there, but unfortunately that big yellow metallic structure in the back of the end zone, it had other plans.
And that's when we're kickers watching it the whole way saying, oh no, don't hit it. Rats.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Barkley. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now the former Texas A&M Aggie. This is Travion Williams. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a second straight loss. Out of the gun now on third down. And that will be incomplete. On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
On first down, it's Herbert. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 14 yards that time for number 14.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
On first and 10, Herbert looking middle, and it's incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Going to throw on third down with Herbert.
This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's fourth down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And it'll be Seahawk football, first and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. On second and 9, Barkley firing quickly, but it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Barkley.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. That quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that third down snap.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away.
Here comes Abdullah on the return.
Good footwork at the 30.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And it'll be Raiders football, first and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, Try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
From the 39, Herbert to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
Herbert on first down now. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Herbert's throw pulled in by Renfro. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They go back to the ground with Sanders to the 27-yard line. 2nd and 7. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's swung out wide to Sanders. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Another run with Sanders. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. On 2nd and 7, Herbert. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. Here's Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. On 4th down, here's Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Barkley looking to throw. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now Barkley. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Barkley. He's got it to Williams.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're going on 4th down. It's Barkley.
To the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Here's Barkley. And the grab by Croft. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. From the 24, Barkley. And this will be incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Throwing is Barkley. Able to connect with Dotson.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Jahan Dotson.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is now 10-3. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Raiders offense ready to go.
Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Running right, here's Sanders. Gets past one man, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert.
And that one complete downfield to Allen.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Herbert. Going back to Allen. He's got him again.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. The open man here, Renfro. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Herbert operating from the red zone. And that's complete to Sanders.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Herbert throwing again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And finding Keelan Cole. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Give him a gain of 4. Able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Herbert now. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Herbert. And he's got it. Touchdown Raiders. Keelan Cole from 4 yards out. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Barkley. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Barkley. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
There's the flash of Abdullah. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Herbert on first down now. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Herbert back to the air. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On first down, Justin Herbert. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Throwing again on second down. Herbert, give him another one right back to Allen. And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
On first down, it's Herbert. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Carlson able to put this one through, and they will take the lead at 13-10. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a check on the next-gen stats for the Raiders in that first half. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. To throw again on 2nd down.
Herbert quickly a slant to Renfro.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the gun, Herbert.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's Barkley. And the grab by Croft. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Coming in to put a lick on him was Levante David.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32.
Barkley looking to throw.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Carlson on for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Abdullah to return. And that one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On second and very short, Herbert. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Right back to Sanders on 1st down.
52 yards on the ground for him so far.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll go again with Sanders. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll find his way down right around the 12.
And this red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down.
Herbert on 3rd down now. And that is incomplete. Going for it with Sanders. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They were certainly in field goal range, opted to go for it. Hey, they were able to pick it up.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, but look at it this way. The kicker had missed one before, so they decided to stay out and go for it, and it worked. But now
just one missed field goal and you're not trusting him, he'll be visiting a team psychiatrist this week because he's going to want some answers about why they wouldn't put him back out on the field.
They'll run here with Akers.
A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
They'll go option to the short side. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Keelan Cole, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Barkley. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
Dobbins running out of the gun. Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Barkley. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's Andy Lee now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
This offense returns to the field, and the former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we get a look at him.
Responsible for well over 100 yards of total offense, but still hasn't found the end zone. You think that's in the back of his mind going into this drive?
It's always in the back of the mind of a player who's having that type of a day because you want that gratification for your work, right? You want that stamp on top of everything. But bottom line for him, he's doing great work. Sometimes it just opens it up for other people to actually get into the end zone for him.
The runners, you know, would they rather have 60 yards, 3 touchdowns, or 150 no touchdowns?
I think more than likely 150 and no touchdowns. But all the runners that I know would say, I'll take 150 and 3 touchdowns. They're greedy that way.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Eight yards to go on 2nd down.
from the shotgun. Here's Herbert over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Raiders on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
Short yardage situation. You have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's corralled at the 40. Picking up 8. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Another run here with Sanders. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this one caught by Cameron Brain. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Throwing is Barkley. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Here's Barkley to throw. This pass complete to Higgins. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Barkley. Able to kick, and the ball is knocked out.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Barkley.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Barkley.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. The run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 2 yards on 2nd.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 27. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Down to the 25. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Running it with a fullback, Burton. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed. It's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 16-yard line.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 2nd down.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Now Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Another run with Sanders. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Las Vegas, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to LA to take on the Rams.